Alright, humans beings of the internet. Humans beings. That's a thing. Welcome back to RPN, role-playing Notimagames. And it's the Notimagain of this group. Going through Airship Syndicate's Battle Chasers Nightwar. Now, there is a method in the madness behind this. I've played this game on multiple systems, multiple times, and have never completed it. That happens with a lot of RPGs that I've played. So the whole point of RPN is to try and go through those games, come hell or high water, and beat them. This one has a... I'm going to go into a new game, we'll just let the opening cutscene go while I explain what's happening. This one is a particular challenge for me, because Airship Syndicate have got the rights to a League of Legends story with Riot Forge, or as part of the Riot Forge project. And I'm going to be talking over narration while this happens as well. That's going to be unfortunate. Because the challenge is that League of Legends story Ruined King, a game that's going to be developed in the same engine as Battle Chasers and developed by Airship Syndicate, comes out this year, 2021. When? Don't know. So, my challenge on this is not only to complete Battle Chasers Nightwar, but to complete it in time for Ruined King, and to move straight onto the next RPM project of playing Ruined King to completion. So, we're being introduced to the main characters, which are... This is effectively a continuation / adaptation of the Battle Chasers comic book series from like late 90s, early 2000s. Airship Syndicate is the company designed by the creator of Battle Chasers, Joe Mad, or Joe Madureira. I apologize for mispronouncing that name, but yeah, it's a game that continues on from that, and from now on is also going to be digitally released as a companion to this, which is interesting. Also says the Wikipedia that I checked before I started. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through as many of the story plot points as possible. Well, in fact, I'm going to try and go through the story as part of the series. And during the downtime between episodes, grind a little bit so that we don't completely mess up and that we're able to just go through story beat to story beat as we go along. So anyway, cutscene. Oh look, it's an airship.
Everyone hang on.
Well, it's looking like an airship.
Shoot back. With what? It's a stealth ship. This is
Yeah.
Just do something. It's always on me, ain't it?
Well, oh good, missiles.
These kids don't know how easy they've got it. We're being boarded.
Ah, look, here's our main characters. Oh, there's Garrison.
You break easier than I do, remember?
Giant war golem, you know.
Incoming, port side.
Oh no!
Snipe. And everyone's flying away. Well, through a portal you go.
All right, Red. Looks like it's just me and figures.
Well, goodbye to the main characters of this party, while we deal with the other three characters of the party. We've got Garrison, we've got Calibretto, and Gully. Each of them have their own styles and stuff, and we're going to be using the pad. So anyway, yeah, so here's our dungeon exploration. Here's Gully just doing stuff. We have our bag with a couple of consumables in it. We have our health bar and mana bar down the middle, and we have our dungeon skill in the bottom right. Bottom right, so right middle. So we've got some debris. See, some of this is voice acted, some isn't, so you know it'll be a lot easier to go through. So we're just going to explore. Oh look, there's Calibretto.
Reto, you're all right.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Are you feeling better? You've been resting for a few hours.
the peaceful war golem I should sort of mention.
That cannon blast.
And Gully, who is a child who's got her father's magic gauntlets
I did.
that give her immense power and protection from stuff at the cost of absolutely everyone in the world wanting her and her gloves. Gauntlets.
Nolan. We fell through a portal he opened, placing us on the ground with only minor injuries.
Minor injuries, half health.
Then what happened to him?
Well,
We don't know.
well, you will.
And Garrison? Monica?
Garrison fell through the portal as well.
Fell,
Monica appears to be missing, along with Nolan.
of course.
Then let's get moving. They could be hurt.
Garrison already went ahead to search for them. Are you sure you're well enough to move?
Well, I did a tutorial about movement just now,
We don't
so
have any time to waste. I'll be fine.
First, allow me to further heal your wounds.
oh well. Thank you very much, Bretto.
Then we will meet Garrison.
So Calibretto has joined the party, and you see his dungeon skill is that he can heal. And so while in a dungeon, you get to use a limited amount of these dungeon skills. So, kaboom! There we go. Slightly healed. What's Gully's dungeon skill? You know what? I can afford it. Ah, yeah, she just lumps the ground. Well, that was some sort of shipwreckage. But on we go. Hello, slime. Bring us combat system. So yeah, turn-based combat. Turn order on the left-hand side. And the way this works, we've got, see, health and mana. And there's that little, like, blank box. Oh, what's that blank box, you may ask? Well, let me just jab this slime and you'll find out. Boom. So everyone has a fixed mana gauge, but they also have what they call overcharge. And so your normal actions don't cost any mana, and in turn grant overcharge. So you can just spend mana on skills, but if you've got said overcharge, it'll spend that first, and then any remainder will go out of the mana gauge from there. So yeah, I'll just keep whacking with Gully, and there we go. Thank you very much, Bretto. Oh, got hit again. And, you know, buffs and debuffs everywhere, so I'm just getting poisoned. The more stacks of poison, the more poison damage you take. And abilities themselves have speeds, so they affect the turn order as well. So in this case, should be a point that Gully should just be able to, yeah, just whack and knock it out there. And because I used the overcharge, I didn't use the mana. So it's that sort of planning that's required. Whether you, especially when you're in dungeons, where it's going to be tough to be restoring health and mana outside of the dungeon skills or consumables that you've got. So sometimes it's a case of using the overcharge where possible. There we go. This is our world map. So we've got some text, and as you can see, we can just explore and we'll take all this loot, some herbs and stuff that'll be used for crafting later on. But while we're here, we're going to be trying to meet Garrison, but we can also just get into combat on the way because there's a chest over here, and we want the chest. And the other thing on this as well is it's got this like sort of interesting, you know, monster compendiums. RPGs have them all the time. you know, your Pokedexes, your sort of loot systems, you know, stuff like that. In this, the more you fight a creature, the more you'll learn bits about it, what moves it's going to cast, how much health it's got, so on and so forth. Whack. So we might as well just use instant skills at this point because he'll be knocking out. And Calibro just gets a bunch of birds, just lands on his shoulders and head for what it's worth. So anyway, yeah, want this chest. So here we go. Got some, oops, here we go. Learning how to use it on a pad because, like I say, I've played this on a PS4. I got past a couple of dungeons. Played this on PC before it died. Got past a couple of dungeons. Let's be honest, Calibro's not going to equip a tunic, is he? Right, there you go, Gully. Have some health. So yeah, as you can see in the book, so we've got the journal which has all our quests in it when we get them. The dungeon codex gives us all our stats and stuff like that. Whoops. I think it's one of there's a character that you get later on where you can just, or there's a character that you meet in the town that we're going to head to. Once we pick up what we can just loot off the floor. That gives you a Beastmaster's journal to learn more stuff. And then there's also achievements that you get defeating certain enemies in certain areas. Will then provide permanent buffs to the characters as well. So, Gully, whack that. Good job. Oh, so see, now we know, because it's cast it a few times, we now know it can do Slime Chomp. Let us Healing Wave. We don't actually need to Healing Wave, but should we do that? Yeah. Go, jab. So there we go, watch this. Smack. So yeah, there's a lot of combo moves on that as well, so Calibretto's main hit is just his auto attack, shall we say, gives enemies the sundered debuff, which means they then take more damage from physical attacks. In addition on that, his obliterate skill deals bonus damage if they are already sundered. So that's the stuff that you sort of work on from there. So yeah, look, deals 14 damage, applies Sunder, increasing physical damage taken by 10% for 3 turns. So, give it Sunder. And that means then Gully can just deal a jab. Deals 10% more damage. There we go, that's 13 HP. Calibro takes a chomp to his little metal armor. And now his obliterate. See, does 22 damage over 4 hits. And if sundered or bleeding, takes an additional 7 damage. Why not? You know what, Gully? Go defend. I think Calibro's got this. Oh yeah, he does. He definitely does. Go, Bretto! Right. We're getting some common parts and stuff like this. So we'll just we'll skip that bat. We don't need that bat because we need to meet up with a party member.
I'm glad you're all right. What you did during the airship battle, shielding the cannon blast.
You would have done the same for me.
Maybe, but with messier results.
Well, yeah.
You're a brave kid, but remember, we don't fully understand the power of your father's gauntlets. You have to be more careful with them.
I had no choice.
No, I guess not.
I believe he was trying to thank you.
Yes.
Have you found any sign of Monica or Nolan?
I haven't. And this village looks long abandoned.
You think?
There are lights on the horizon. To the east. Might be a town.
We
Maybe.
should investigate. If they survived, they likely headed that direction.
What do you mean if?
Oh, yeah, well... One was still on the ship when it exploded, and the other just pieced the fuck out.
Nolan saved us. He can save himself. And Monica too.
You're probably right. Let's go
Yep.
find them.
What, Garrison? Why are you now there? Okay. Right. So we now have Garrison, which we've got a little bit more information to learn now. So they went first. Oh, he's got haste up, so let's not bother with him. So Calibro, whack the spider, please. Thank you. So yeah, now we learn about overcharge. Yeah, the other thing about that is that it only stays for the fight. So let's get Garrison to whack that. Oh, goodbye, spider. We could, yeah, we can still do it. It's just it goes faster. Look, he's only trying to help, trying to keep you alive. Go, jab. Oh, good crit. Well, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that with Garrison, so the Calibretto can actually heal before we finish the fight. And we'll do that. See, it's all great. There is nothing wrong here. So, what have we got here? We've got a note. Handwritten journal, entry is scrawled on parchment. General Xavier returned from the main front last night. Because he came in darkness, few got a good look at him other than to say he seemed well. The wars elsewhere are taking their toll on the outpost, with ranks thinning and our defence practices becoming lax. I'm not sure Ravenheart even bothered to take his patrol last night, but then he always did seem the lazy sort. That should change with Xavier stalking the halls once more. By Carlost. So yeah, there's lore pieces that you get on the map and in the dungeons, and they're in sets. And once you get a set, you get a bonus for that set. Now I know we're supposed to be going. Okay, all right, Calibretto. Guess we're right. I guess we're not going south. Let's go smack this slime. Yes, this group is under my protection. You will. Yes. No. I see that we've got some conversation going on. The slime quite clearly said. Slime was a weird language to pick up, but it has served me well in the power. Why? That's 1 HP. That's gotta be 1 HP. Ow! Garrison, don't get hurt that badly, man. So, congratulations. Yeah, ooh, some simple slime ichor. Tasty. Okay. Sorry, that was just a small, slight break there as I was wondering whether we were actually recording or not, and we were. So this must be the village? Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's bang on doors. So here's our inn and tavern.
What do you need?
Let's chat, shall we? Harm's way. The disemboweled traveller.
Hungry?
Well, yeah, might as well rest. Okay. Oh, Garrison. Oh, that's sleep. It's not me I'm worried about. Yeah, I believe in the comics the Garrison was a massive, crazy drunk because he was mourning the death of his wife, and then events happened and has persuaded him to become the defending charge of Gully. So we've got a curio shop. Okay, anyone? Should we knock again? The tinkering sound stops briefly, followed by a few choice profanities. Okay. Go on, Calibro. Go knock. Oh, who's this guy? Well, what's left of the door slams in his face. What have we got over here? Oh, hi, collector. Yeah, you gain coins in dungeons, and you can then trade them in. Okay, we can bring him in there. So we now have the Book of Secrets. We're not going to rip down the sign. I did that last time. Didn't end well. And we got Beastmaster Raha. And well, let's be honest, there's just quite a bit going on. Can you give us a book now, please? Ah, here we are, the bestiary. So we will go and...
Careful out there.
Oh, thanks. Let's go, beast. Right, so now... we go to Grimbeard's smithy. Let's pull the massive doors open.
Townsmith.
Right, that is not right. That's ... That's an ellipsis. Am I now to believe that ellipsis means right?
Who the hell are you?
I don't know. Who are we, Mr. Gerard Butler sound alike?
That's a rough way to greet strangers.
Being strangers, you don't know how rough we get around here.
Well, I mean, he does have one metal arm, so...
Suppose we're gonna learn quickly.
Aye, skin's got to be thick to survive in a forsaken land like this one.
What is this Forsaken
Your
Land?
hammer better be heavy.
He uses a sword, but still.
Speaking of forsaken lands, how did you lot end up here?
Yeah.
We came in on an airship. As we approached, pirates ambushed us.
Well, it was an airship.
Sounds right enough. Though not quite pirates, as you say. Bandits. Simple as that. Just thugs full of hot air.
Mm-hmm.
But they've been a right pain in the arse recently.
Bandits. Who do they work for?
Themselves.
Well, being bandits. Themselves, mostly.
Didn't Soul read that, remember what I said at the beginning of the video?
That said, they're acting differently the last few moons. Less scatterbrained. More organized.
I told you they was organized.
As a few of us left a bit worried.
We were separated from some friends during the battle.
You won't find them there, but still.
We think they may have them, or know where they are. We'd like to chat with them.
Okay.
Chat. A few weaklings came by causing trouble last dawn. Chased them
Rubble.
off down the south road. You can head that way if you think you'll find your friends.
Using if again.
If we don't, they'll regret it.
Keep your head up. They must have a camp down there somewhere.
Sweet.
There's work to do.
Well, there is certainly work to
Don't
do,
get
but
killed.
it's not for us to do it. So, as we mentioned, we now have the bestiary. So we now learn, the more you slay, the more you learn about them. And then, there's perks. So, if we defeat 50 beasts, we increase experience earned by 5% for all heroes. If we defeat 100 enemies that are in the Iron Outpost, which is one of the dungeons, the first dungeon, stamina increase. Defeat 50 bats, haste increase. And that happens with everything. So, it is actually beneficial to grind where necessary. And see, this is our lore for the Spoils of War. So we've got the first page, and then we get that nice completion reward and some gold, if we do. But we now need to go and kill some stuff. And in fact, like I say, well, I'm going to smack stuff on the way, because we're close to level, and if you level, everything restores back to full anyway. Garrison a little bit ahead of the curve at level 2, but does what's needed. And yeah, it's not a kill, but at least we'll be there. Aha! Go, smack him. Good Bretto. Fun. And see, Gully and Bretto are getting a bit more experience than Garrison anyway, just to catch up. But it's always good to get some experience. Ah, see, now we now know it's full health. To you as well. I mean, how dare you? Go, gut punch. Just in time for Garrison to say hello. Not hello enough, but... And... whack. Whackaroony. Oh, so nice that we won the battle easily. And so there we go, we're now starting to learn some extra skills. So let's go now kill a spider. Let's now go kill a spider? Yeah. Right, Bretto, you're up. Well, spiders are more problematic. But they're weaker. Oh, wrong target. That was entirely my fault. It's fine. Gully, just smack it. Good job. Right. Hey, leave Bretto alone. There we go. And they all fall down. Good old victories. And we move on. Right, so we can't go through that gate there, so we're going to go down anyway. But we can always go round. We know what the slime does. But on the idea that we should probably get rid of the ruined spider because it is easier to. He says as he leaves it with a HP. Well, close enough that it could have been an overkill, but not quite there yet. Smack. Remember right. Yeah, it's all about Warblade. Alright, Gully, you're gonna be fine. Slime. Oh. See, I like that skill. The more overcharge you use when you use it, the more damage it deals. So it's all nice that way. But we move on because we've got a camp to look at. Just past this spider. Okay, let us do the same sort of thing we did last time. Gut punch it. You know what, I'm going to be happy to think that Garrison might be able to take this one out. He says as he gets hit with a venomous bite. Nope, left it with a HP again. Ouch. What abilities do we have now? Nature's Boon. No, we'll just finish off the spider. Jab the bat. Warblade the bat. Once it tears a chunk out of Gully, because why not? So yeah, multi-kills, overkills, all stuff like that. Provide bonus XP. One hit wonder is another one. So if you get into those points, you do gain bonuses. Even though if you're at a point where you're hitting something in one hit, chances are it's too weak. But, you know, it's all about the perks. So let's investigate this camp. So here we are. You know what? Hey, Calibro, put us all back up to full. Well, someone's cautious. So what does he do? Oh yeah, he does like a shadow dash sort of thing. Let's loot stuff. Oh, Garrison, you don't say. Someone knew what was going on. Right, so Vok the messenger, as he is over there, can't actually be attacked just yet because he's in stealth. This armed eviscerator down the bottom has basically got thorns, so we can attack it. It's going to hurt us right back. So, yeah, I forgot he did the Star Wars Cantina thing. I don't like you. Well, he doesn't like you, and I don't like you either. But anyway. Okay. So while we're doing this, taking some turns, I've been provided a ominous blue drink from Martin because we're testing some mystery flavour fizzy drink. Tastes of grapefruit. I wasn't specifically saying grape. Grapefruit. With a little bit of lemon. Like a tropical. Anyway, that's something you just have to believe with your ears. What we need to do is heal up, because... No, not obliterate. A Calibretto that can't deal stuff. Right, and Vox now come out of stealth, so I think it's time for him to get hurt a bit. We're going to cleave with... That didn't work. Hey, hey! Did I say you could poison everyone? Not that it matters. Right. Just the Eviscerator just walks up, takes all the chunks out of Calibretto, which sort of removed his healing. I think we're going to Quake Fist Vok here. We'll get Garrison to also Swift Strike him, so hopefully this stop that. Right, meanwhile, you know what? Calibretto's got to heal again. Oh, come on, 1 HP again? Come on, Bretto, stay alive. Please. Thank you very much, right. Get out of here, Vok. We've had enough. Let's jab the Eviscerator. Who's he targeting? Oh, is it Bretto again? What a shock. Right, you know what? Go Healing Wave again. But now, we'll Warblade you. As I'm not having any of my characters getting knocked out this early into a video series. However, enemies, they can get knocked out all day long. So, goodbye to them. And good, everyone's just leveled up. That's absolutely fine. Oh, good, we got a weapon for Garrison. That kettle is still going off, though. We've got a seal. outsiders. Yeah. So, we've got what we need there. Let us open up giant chest. So we've got here Cyclone, a layered leather vest. So we have new weapon for Garrison, new armor for Garrison. I don't know why I did that, because I'm sure, yeah, I could have just done that. New cannon for Bretto. And now that we're all good, we're all leveled up, so we're all at full health anyway. Let us leave. In the best way. So now, we can head back to Harm's Way. Once we take on this spider, and hopefully test out our new weaponry. Just as an update on the fizzy drink side, given that it's just been placed delicately next to my desk, it wasn't a winner for everyone. It's fine, I'll finish it off. Ooh, got a ring. So Nature's Touch, what does that one do? We'll learn and remember together. Bonus damage and stamina. Now you see on that, I would prefer to give that to Garrison. He already deals a nice bit of damage, and he's sort of shorter on the health side, not as short as Calibretto mind, but he's also out there to deal tons of damage. Something healing War Golem isn't quite there for. Oh. Right, let's chat to Grimbeard.
You chased out of town. In his possession was a letter we were unable to fully decipher.
Right, let's have a look.
Nice bloodied letter.
Ink looks fresh. Says something about an ancient weapon.
An ancient weapon.
Anything else?
Outsiders arriving at the island. Likely to, complicate things.
Yes.
Outsiders? Does that mean us?
No.
Well, it's hard to make out entirely. But it speaks of the Iron Outpost. That can be sure.
Oh.
What's that? And where is it?
Mightiest military fortification south of the snows.
The snows.
Long abandoned. But bandits have been going in and out a lot lately. Skies know why. Gate north of town is locked to keep people from wandering that way. Here's the key.
Ah, right, so we're allowed to wander that way.
You're not likely to survive. But just in case, I've got a fine weapon or two for sale here that may come in handy. If the talking turns to fighting.
If.
Some others around town have useful wares as well. You might ask around, see what you can find.
Okay.
If they answer your knocks, that is.
Well,
Welcome.
so we now have the introduction to blacksmithing. And there's also, well, that's no use. There's not much in here that is useful. What we will look at, though, is we will sell some stuff. Certainly not the rest, so we'll do that. So the idea is I'm going to wrap this episode up as we move towards the Iron Outpost. In fact, what are we looking at the moment? 40 minutes. As an introduction, we could just wrap this up here and I'll just grind and make sure that on the next episode we are ready for the Iron Outpost.
Come in, I suppose.
We could do that.
Finally.
Alright, bye. So, I mean, let's unlock the gate anyway. Yeah, so there we go. We've unlocked the gate. we've introduced ourselves to the main characters. We've got ourselves our friends and a town for us to autosave on. And then, argument between big bulking man and big bulking machine. But still. Oh. 1 hour. Okay. So yeah. Even for all this game, they're still not all friends. They're just there to do what they do. So yeah, it's a short episode just to establish the scene and the challenge that's ahead of us. But I'm gonna go off and just grind some mobs somewhere and try and get some perks just to make sure that the Iron Outpost doesn't have any potential of even tearing us a new one. So yeah, if you want to see more of this, be ready for next week, and do the like, share, subscribe thing with the bell, clickety, do all that, share it to everyone, as the race to beat the game before Ruined King comes out officially begins. So I'll see you next week. Bye.